Speaking of keeping players safe, the Commanders' offensive line struggled to protect Jayden Daniels during yesterday's joint practice with the Ravens. The reports on the ground highlighted the struggles of Washington's banged-up O-line trying to slow down that Baltimore pass rush. This is going to be a story all season. We know the Washington Commanders lost Laremy Tunsil to a triceps injury. Jayden Daniels offered up this perspective after practice.
Not the best day that I thought we could have had, just from all around, from myself to everybody else. But, you know, these are opportunities that you get to learn from. You just got to play everything true, own this, watch the tape, take the coaching, be coachable to be able to move forward from this. The good thing about it, man, is August whatever. I don't know what day it is, but it's August whatever. Our first game is September 13th, so that's when it really matters.
We know that this offensive line is going to be a patchwork group all season. No Laremy Tunsil, Nick Allegretti's dealing with injury. There's a lot of moving parts. Do you think that Jayden Daniels will be able to overcome that in 2026?
It's challenging to sit up here and say that he will. You go back to 2024 when he was so outstanding as a rookie quarterback, and because he was playing in that manner, he covered up for a lot of deficiencies that the Commanders had. Jayden Daniels on that team was a leading rusher in 2024. The defense was horrendous in 2024 as well, but they still had the ability to make it to an NFC Championship game because the quarterback was so dang good. Everything else, in my opinion, has to be better around him. They have to run the football effectively. And we didn't even bring up center Tyler Biadasz, who's no longer there in Washington. That's another guy that's missing. So a lot of things right now currently from an offensive line standpoint that they have to figure out. New offensive coordinator as well. And if I'm a defensive coordinator playing the Washington Commanders, you know what I'm saying? Where Laremy Tunsil used to line up, that's where I'm putting my best guy as a pass rusher. And I'm saying, go get him. So now it's going to force the offensive coordinator. Should we max protect? Do we have to send a tight end over there, a running back over there to chip and bang? Can we run the football more effectively? Use a lot of misdirection to compromise for what we don't have from an offensive line standpoint. I would also put more pressure. Dan Quinn is a defensive-minded head coach. That defense has to also assist that quarterback. Yeah. So he doesn't feel the weight of having to do everything and put it all on his shoulders as well.
I do not think Jayden Daniels can overcome this troubled offensive line. The Baltimore Ravens exposed this offensive line in that joint practice, especially the interior of this offensive line. They've had constant movement at the center position. And like you guys said, Laremy Tunsil, the left tackle, is dealing with an injury, and that's dangerous for any quarterback, especially a quarterback like Jayden Daniels, who can cover up some options with his athletic ability.
Now, this is his blind side, too.
Absolutely. So what they have to do is protect him from himself. This cannot be a Jayden Daniels versus the pass rush each and every week. This cannot be Jayden Daniels eliminating bad blocking each and every week. You have to surround him with a philosophy. Protect first. Get the ball out quick. A lot of screen games. Put an emphasis on running the football and play action passes. And then when you get the opportunity, you can use your legs as a luxury, but you don't want to be majoring in running around, making the offensive line look good when they obviously are missing protection. So I don't think that they can overcome this. And he does a good job of not showing that he's concerned when he's giving these interviews.
Here's something else, though, that they can do, and they've done it. They did it very well in 2024. They did it a little bit last year, but Jayden Daniels was hurt, so they didn't do it a lot. And they're trying to go away from it a little bit. It's no huddle and tempo. Mm-hmm. See, when you can control the tempo and dictate versus the defense knowing where you're going to be coming out of the huddle every time, I think that also works. That's another way to negate a pass rush, is going up tempo or a controlled tempo where you get to see the picture and you call the plays from a line of scrimmage and see what you like. Do you need to check into runs? Do you need to check to a pass? I think that would be beneficial knowing that they have these offensive line issues.
Yeah, that was the bread and butter of a Cliff Kingsbury offense in 2024. They go away from it last year. There's also going to be the question about who behind Terry McLaurin is going to be helping out the receiving core. Who's that option?
Well, they signed Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is
so
there.
I don't think he gets the credit he deserves, right? Like, the Washington Commanders, the last time, I think it was 2016, they had a 1-2 punch. That was Deshaun Jackson and Pierre Garçon. Mm-hmm. That's 10 years. They have that now. Think about every place that Stephon Diggs has been. Even in his Minnesota days, he made Case Keenum look better as a quarterback. From a completion percentage standpoint, yardage standpoint, all boosted. When he got to Buffalo, Josh Allen, from a completion percentage standpoint, yardage, all elevated. When he was in Houston with C.J. Stroud, it was trending in that direction until Stephon Diggs got hurt. And then you look at last season with Drake May, completion percentage, yardage, elevated and boosted. So he is a quarterback-friendly guy that can work the middle of the football field. And he has strong hands and someone that you can rely on to be there and be a safety net for you. So I am glad that Jayden Daniels has that.
Yeah, they're going to need all the help they can get with these offensive line injuries because you don't want, you pointed out, Jayden Daniels to have to feel he has to go into superhuman mode every single game because that just exposes you to more injury and more risk. Straight ahead.
Win total of 9.5. Harry Douglas, lead us off.
I'm going more, and largely because you know that offense is going to be what they're going to be. You got 2 number 1 wide receivers. It's going to force the defense to play 2 high safeties. They're going to run the football effectively. I'm a big fan of Brian Schottenheimer and what he's brought to that side of the football. But it's all the additions on defense from a player standpoint, and then defensive coordinator Christian Parker. Dante, you know this. One of the biggest things about defensive football is communication. And that's one of the main things that he is preaching right now within this unit. Just don't communicate while you're on the football field. Let me finish my take first, and then you get into that.
Trying to support your take.
When you're in the meeting room, I want you guys to be able to communicate the same way that you're communicating on the football field. And I think that's imperative and very important for a group. But the chess piece, in my opinion, is going to be Caleb Downs. Jack of all trades, a guy that can play nickel corner. He can play in the box as a linebacker. He can play deep as a safety and also be a guy that can rush the quarterback. His instincts and also his intelligence of the game of football is going to pay dividends, and I do believe that the Dallas Cowboys will win this division, and I haven't said this often and much. I believe the Dallas Cowboys will be Super Bowl contenders for 2026.
It's been a very quiet offseason, very quiet summer, which is very rare with the Cowboys. I think that's a very good thing. Elsewhere in the division, the New York Giants, win total's a little bit less. Dante Whitner, 7.5. Does Big Blue get to 8 wins this season?
I don't think they get to 8 wins this season. They have a new coaching staff, new coordinators on both sides of the ball. When you look at this team, Jackson Dart, do you really trust him? I don't trust him as a franchise quarterback. When you look at their defense, they've added some pieces there. You know Harbaugh will be juiced up on fundamentals, but I don't know if this New York Giants team can win in that division when you have Dallas, who's going to be good. You have Philadelphia, who's going to be good. Where does the New York Giants fall in there? And they actually play 7 games versus teams that made the playoff last year. So do you win those games or do you?
Yeah. A lot of toss-up situations there. If I told you the Giants got to 8-9 wins this year, what would be the biggest reason why?
Malik Neighbors and Jackson Dart, and specifically Malik's health. I think Malik Neighbors is getting open-wise Reggie Wayne and acceleration-wise Tyreek Hill. I've felt that since he was coming out. He was the guy that I said he should be the number 1 wide receiver. And so coming off of that injury, that's the big question mark is what version of him are they getting? How healthy is he? Because if he's the guy that showed up his rookie year and the guy that I think is that Reggie-Tyreek combination, that second year or third year jump for the quarterback, second year jump for that quarterback is going to be significant.
It's the explosiveness, the subtleness, but the ability to stop and start on a dime. Run crisp routes, and as a secondary player, you say to yourself, man, I better get out of my back pedal or this guy's going to get over the top and he's going to score explosive touchdowns. And then as soon as you get out of your back pedal, he's stopping on a dime and making catches. So he is so important to this offensive system and also the growth, in my opinion, of Jackson Dart in his second season.
I think if they get over 7 wins, it'll be because of their defense.